It's Diwali time and thousands of Ram Leelas are happening around the country. But one Ram Leela stands out. Shriram Bharatiya Kala Kendra's production is a terrific mix of the finest dance, drama, music, sets, lights, costumes, etc. It touches and fascinates every spectator here in Delhi. Every president and prime minister of the country has seen it as well. In this Art Talk, we bring you the making of India's best Ram Leela, Shriram. The Ramayana is one of the greatest living traditions of our times. It imparts timeless values. It's the story of Lord Ram. The Shriram Bharatiya Kala Kendra Shriram started in 1957. It was the brainchild of the Kendra's founder, Sumitra Charitram. Later, her daughter Shobha Deepak Singh took over the production. It's a stunning dance drama.
The Ramayana is a way of life, not a mythology or godly thing. For me, whatever I've been reading the Ramayana every day for the last 50 years. And I just see in it a way of life.
The most striking thing about Shriram is the dances. There are 45 dancers in the production. Ram is played by Rajkumar Sharma. He's trained in two martial dance forms, Chhau from Orissa and Kaleripatti from Kerala. Look how the young Ram and his brothers use these dance forms in the scene where they're being trained in warfare by Guru Vashish. Sita is played by Geeta Bhatt. She's been a Kathak dancer for 13 years. She says she likes the dancing parts of her role the best.
My favorite part is my entry part. That is like I have to dance because that is my favorite part.
Because you're a dancer, so you enjoy it the most.
I enjoy the most.
If Kathak is mainly used in this scene, in Ravan's court, the South Indian classical dance Bharatanatyam is seen as the best fit. Shashidhar Nair is the choreographer of Shriram. He explains why.
We did Bharatanatyam in Ravan's court because previously we were used to do in a Sri Lankan dance style, you know. So the people were not accepting
because
Ravan was from there. So
but then why did you change to Bharatanatyam?
So because the people doesn't understand what kind of dance form is there, you know. But you know, then it's better to, you know, we want to convey the audience, you know, what we are doing actually.
In this production, Ravan is played by Ghansham Kitchi. He's a long-time Kathak dancer as well. But in this production, he's best known for his shaking movement. Ravan's shake happens several times during the show. It's funny and scary at the same time. But it's a big hit with spectators.
His eyes, his expression.
And
The shake movements.
the shake movement. Ravan, everybody likes your shake movements.
Thank you.
Why don't you do the shake movement for us for a minute? Huh? We're showing you the making of Shriram Bharatiya Kala Kendra Shriram, India's best Ram Leela. Now, one interesting thing about the production is the language. Earlier, the dance drama was in Awadhi. Now, the script is in Hindustani. The idea is that spectators, particularly children, should be able to understand the show easily.
To me today, the biggest fans of our Ramayana are the children. I mean, I meet people from all walks of life who tell me that the children they've seen it for 9 years with their children.
The other spectator-friendly element in Shriram is a screen on the side of the stage. The screen has a synopsis in English of the scene being played out. The costumes in Shriram are fabulous. They've been created not just for the look, but also for how they affect movement. For example, Jatayu, the king of birds, who tries to save Sita from Ravan, was earlier covered in several layers of clothing and feathers. But then Shobha Deepak Singh, who designed the costumes, made some changes.
I removed all these layers of clothing. I have something very simplistic, so that you can see his arms, you can see his feet, you can see every time he takes a backflip or a somersault, and that's what makes it exciting.
You can see all his striking movements.
And also, the audience can see it.
Jatayu's costume may have been stripped down, but on the other hand, Ravan's costume is huge. It's multi-layered and dramatic. It makes Ravan look big and scary. And who else would be more scared of him than Sita?
And I don't like that Ravan. Sita,
He kidnapped you.
Because I have to shout and I have to, fall here, fall there. So that is the most scary. When I saw him, it's like it comes from inner. It's like, oh my God. And that time I could feel how she can feel, Sita, that time. That feeling is like, really, I feel it when I every time see him.
The costumes in Shriram are enhanced by the ornaments worn by the characters. The ornaments are drawn from many inspirations. One of them is a Raja Ravi Verma painting.
Maybe 7-8 years ago, there was this Ravi Verma exhibition in the National Museum, and I was allowed to photograph it on every Monday, because Mondays is closed. So I photographed everything, and then I sat and I looked at one particular photograph. I said, this is what I'm going to do for the four brothers. And I, transported that ornamentation to the four brothers.
There's another interesting thing about the ornaments here. They're not all heavy metal ones. A lot of them are Velcro ornaments. The dancers pressed for time between scenes can simply put on or rip off the ornaments in a split second. The Shriram production is a well-oiled machinery. Apart from the 45 dancers, there are 70 people working on the production. When we went backstage, there was a relatively calm ambiance, but of course, there was some tension as well, especially when the dancers have very little time between two scenes. When Ram, Sita and Lakshman were about to go into exile, they literally had 2 minutes to change from their royal clothes to their forest look. It really was going down to the wire.
एक सेकंड मेरे लिए बहुत बहुत भारी है क्योंकि music's going on and I have to get ready.
How much time is left now?
Maybe where's Patka? Where's my Patka?
Ready?
Yes.
Okay. How many seconds to go now?
Maybe 10 seconds.
Okay.
I'm waiting for Sita.
You're waiting for Sita. Where's Sita? Okay. Lakshman is ready as well.
Yeah, he's already.
Okay. This is Sita's green room here.
Sita, come out, hurry up. Yeah, she's already.
There she is. Bye. Ram, Sita and Lakshman made it on time and as always look perfectly composed on stage. Of course, the roles they play are physically demanding, and sometimes, even if they come off stage for just a few seconds, it's valuable time to take some deep breaths.
Jale Ram,
The dancers in Shriram are experienced and professional. What's nice is how they're so absorbed in their roles. We found one of the characters enjoying the music and lyrics while waiting for his turn. And then we found Upendra Sinha, who plays Hanuman, doing prayers before his first appearance on stage. Every dance in Shriram is dramatic makeup. They've all been taught how to do it on their own. They keep anything from 45 minutes to 1 hour for this before the show.
जैसे हमारा ये एक ट्रेडिशनल काइंड ऑफ मेकअप है इस कि बड़ी बड़ी आंखें बनाना बिकॉज हमारे ऑडियंस बहुत दूर तक रहती है टू एक्सप्रेस योरसेल्फ इसीलिए हम बड़ी बड़ी आंखें बनाते हैं कि आंखों का एक्सप्रेशन भी दूर तक दिखाई दे.
Hanuman, by the way, has not just got makeup on his face, he's also got 6 packs created for him. We're showing you the making of Shriram, India's best Ram Leela by Shriram Bharatiya Kendra. The music in this production is beautiful. It borrows heavily from Indian classical music. Every rag in our classical music has a particular mood or emotion attached to it. So in this production, they've chosen a right rag for every scene. The music director is Sarod Maestro Pandit Biswajit Roy Chaudhary. He says the Ramayana has got all the emotions or rasas one can think of. This is one of the reasons it's an epic.
We have got Rag Shankara, for instance, where Ram breaks the Dhanush, because it's this particular bow is of Shiva, Lord Shiva, and Rag Shankara belongs to Lord Shiva. Then you come to the Shringaras, the romanticism here between Dasharath and Kaikeyi, for instance. We have got such romantic pieces like Rag Jangla, and these are old traditional compositions either played on sarod or on sitar.
सुमुखी सलोचन कोकिल बैनी किस कारण प्रिय आज रिसाई.
The music of Shriram comprises vocals, sitar, sarod, santoor, flute, tabla, pakhawaj, keyboards and more. There's another very nice scene musically when Ram, Sita and Lakshman are in Panchavati.
You come to Panchavati, you find a beautiful God Mallar. Absolutely, grammatically and musically, bandish wise, it's clear-cut God Mallar. Then you come to the fights, the Ram Ravan fight, the Lakshman Meghnad fight. There you find only percussion. Apart from that, there are...
Because the percussion brings the dramatism.
Yes, the percussion was the only thing that we thought could be the most suited for the fight scenes.
The sets of Shriram are a work of art in themselves. Normally, Ram Leelas are very calendar art kind of sets. The sets here are different.
When I travel, I photograph all the places I go to. We go to Jaipur almost every year. So whenever I photograph the palaces, I am inspired of something of the palaces. That's one thing. Then those are then transported onto the stage.
गुणसागर नागर अति बीरा सुंदर श्यामल गौर शरीरा.
The inspiration for the palace sets comes from Rajasthan. On the other hand, the inspiration for the forest sets comes from the old miniature paintings of India. The production has also introduced new visual elements recently to enhance the sets. There are some scenes, for example, where you see a video projection in the background.
There is that scene of Panchvati where there is a peacock opening its feathers in the background. It just so happened that I was driving past Talkatora Road, and I always keep a camera, and I saw this peacock opening its feathers. So I photographed that, and then I projected that.
Shobha Deepak Singh credits a lot of her instincts to the renowned theatre director Ibrahim Al-Qazi. She did a course under him in the 1990s. She says it was a turning point for her and her production.
I was taught by Mr. Ibrahim Al-Qazi. There's one thing he said to me. He said, you know, people have eyes and they don't see, and they've got ears and they don't hear. So I said, what does that mean? He said, because you'll be driving in a car, you won't see what's around you. You will not even hear the birds. From that day till now, and that's in 1992, I have made myself very aware of what's around me, to see and to hear.
One innovation this year is the introduction of animation. The animation is projected on a giant screen in the background of the set. They're used in some scenes.
We use those scenes which we cannot show in dance or sets. I can't show a Pushpak Viman with Ram, Sita and Lakshman on it. I can't show Hanuman jumping to Lanka.
Meanwhile, the lights used in this production are also high-tech. There are laser lights, moving heads, digital lights and more. The laser lights in particular are very important for the drama. What do they do for the production?
They just, if there is Sita and her friends dancing here, and the goddess who's going to grant Sita her boon, that she wants to marry Ram, there's just one light which is so tiny that no one in the audience can know that she's when she came and when she went.
Shriram Bharatiya Kala Kendra's production has also made Sita more contemporary. One example is when Ravan is kidnapping Sita. We're living in times when crimes against women are in focus, and the production has its own take on this.
Earlier, she used to just fall down, and then Ravan would start going on his rath towards wherever he was, and she was just, removing her, in gestures, removing her ornaments. Now, I've told her she has to scream 3 times. She should be frightened. I mean, a person who's such a demoness looking person, you don't even take a chew out of her throat. So she screams 3 times and she falls and tries to get back within the Lakshman Rekha.
Let's take a very short break. When we come back, we'll continue with the making of Shriram, India's best Ram Leela by Shriram Bharatiya Kala Kendra. We'll be right back. There's another important reason people enjoy this Ram Leela. The characters frequently move around the audience. The kids love Hanuman's monkeys hovering around them, or Ram, Sita and Lakshman walking through the aisles. People even like the demons when they walk through the audience to the stage.
It's musical and there's a lot of dance involved, and the audience, of course, because a lot of the characters go through the audience, so that makes it more participative.
There are also other exciting elements in this production. When Bharat goes to meet Ram in the forest, Bharat jumps and slides towards Ram in prostration. Then there's Jatayu with his very good acrobatics. The story of Ram has inspired and fascinated people for thousands of years. Ram is the ideal everything. Ideal son, ideal brother, ideal husband, ideal enemy as well. And the values and virtues he stands for are relevant even today. In fact, perhaps more so today.
Ram, when he goes to Kekai, and Kekai says that you have to go to Banvas, that's my desire, my blessing. He said that son is very fortunate who can fulfill the desire of his parents. Somehow it's stayed in my head till now, because we don't ever think about our parents wanting us to do something and us being able to respect their wishes.
माता का आशीष ले दशरथ को कर प्रणाम, माता चरणों में शीश धर चले बन को राम.
What is wonderful is that the message of Ram appears to be striking people who watch his story. The young people especially. They're very inspired. What do you think you're learning out of this?
We should respect our parents, whatever they say, we should just accept that. Yeah, that's it.
So the ideal that Ramji has set over here has really hit you well.
Yeah, sure.
Your parents will be very happy hearing you.
Yeah,
Lord Ram exemplifies so many values and virtues. He is perfection personified. Every act of his carries a subtle but very important message for all of us.
In Ram's very own life, when he came across Shabri and she gave him jute beer, he didn't discard them, but he ate them. And therefore, telling us that we should not go against caste and creed, but accept that.
You can see why it's important to bring kids here, right?
Very important, yeah. We've been coming here for the last 4 years. Every year we come here. Ever since she has started, because she's just about 9 years old. So ever since she has started, understanding things, we ensure that we come here every year. So that she should know, what our past is, what our history is. She should be aware about everything.
This and all Ram Leelas around the country are keeping India's culture alive. It's so important. Let's support them, let's watch them and absorb something as well. Which person do you like the most in the Ramayana?
Ram.
Ramji. What do you like about Ramji?
That he killed Ravan.
That he killed Ravan. Okay. So, are you going to be more like Ramji than Ravan when you go home? Huh?
Yes.